Hello. By the way, that's the sun in my glasses. You can see. If there was an eclipse, you could actually watch it in my glasses. It'd be kind of cool, right? Maybe. A little off topic. Ooh. Anyway, we're doing an axle peg today. Now, if I was doing my own project and I was using that for an assembly, I would probably go to the Content Center, build right into Inventor, find the exact bolt that I was going to use or buy in the project, and then build just right off of that. So that is an option. However, it's a good thing to learn how to do. So we're just going to go ahead and get that done. So here we go. And as usual, I'm going to start off with a 2D sketch and do that right here. Now, I am going to be revolving this actually, just like we did with the axle peg. And we can start off simply with a rectangle. Sure, why not? So the rectangle is going to have a width of the radius of the bolt. And since it's a 1/4 inch round bolt at the base, it's going to be 0.25 divided by 2. All right, because it's a radius we're dealing with. And that's going to have a height, okay? So we can take a look at this here and see where we have that height defined. And it is 1.25 inches, right? Yep. So that's 1.25. And hit home. Right. And it says 1/4 inch 20 UNC 1 inch 1/4 inch offset, meaning the threads, meaning that there's a 1/4 inch up here and then there's threads for 1 inch, which means the whole body of that bolt right there is 1 1/4. That's where that came from, in case you were wondering. Next, we have a piece that comes off of this. All right. I'm actually going to use just this line tool and start stretching it across, and that has a diameter of 0.422. And again, since we're going to be revolving it, it means we need a radius, so I'm just going to divide that by 2. That gives us exactly what we need. And then we have this tiny little lip here. That tiny little lip there is going to be, it looks like 0.031. 0.031. Okay, now I'm going to hit escape at this point. You can probably figure out why. And we're going to be at the center of this. So I'm going to come up from this point here to the top of the bolt now. The top of this bolt looks like we are at 1/8 of an inch up. So I'm going to grab a line, make sure I'm straight up and down, and 0.125. Okay, and hit escape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take and drag some of these things out of the way so I can see what I'm doing here. And now I've got all of these points defined. All right, remember, we're going to revolve this. Now, this does have a flat space on it. So we need to make sure we have this flat space. So that flat space is a 1/4 inch diameter. So I'm just going to come straight across and say 0.25 divided by 2, or 0.125. There we go. And you can kind of see how I'm already defining this bolt. Then the last thing we're going to do is grab our arc, point, and that arc has a spherical radius of 0.236. Finish my sketch, hit the home key so we can see. And I'm just going to revolve. I'm going to revolve that and that about this central axis here. Whoop. There we go. And there's our bolt. Let's not forget, we got to come up here and put a new sketch. I'll hit the home key. And need to put a thing on here, specifically a polygon, and that polygon has 6 sides. So you want a 6-sided polygon that's dead in the center of this. So here's our 6-sided polygon. All right, so, and I'm going to dimension from flat to flat in our 6-sided polygon. And the dimension from flat to flat in that 6-sided polygon is 5/32, or 5 divided by 32. And we're going to finish this sketch and just extrude that down, and it's extruded down 0.111. There we go. The last thing we have to do is put some threads on this guy. So I can just go over here to thread, and I want to thread it. All right, I don't want to thread the full length. All right, I only want to thread 1 inch. All right, and because we're only starting at the bottom, we're going to go up, and automatically is going to give us that 1/4 inch offset. So we already did that math earlier. All right, and then the last piece is going to be to chamfer the bottom, just like we've done before. chamfer that bottom, and that gets chamfered 0.03. And 45 degrees is the default, so you have a nice chamfered bottom to help start screwing that in. And there's your bolt. Nice and easy. All right, so come back for next time. We're going to be taking a look at the linkage peg and the linkage arm. So again, hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.